Alright, Cloud City, welcome on back. As always, it's your boy Cloud. We are continuing Final Fantasy XVI today, picking up where we left off. We're ready to continue on with the main scenario out of the shadow. Last episode we did go through and tackle a bunch of side quests, an hour and almost 20 minutes worth. So let's speak to Otto and get moving. Actually, did I ever go and check? I should probably go and check that. Let's go check this real quick. Let's go check this real quick and then we'll press on. Just want to make sure, like, it's not like oh hey, you've been completing all these side quests, we're gonna sneak in like a side reward or like a hidden side quest. I just got a couple gold dots I just want to check out. About the other day. Oh, is this Jill? No, Otto. I'll have you know, I ain't ever shed a tear in front of no one, not even my mother, and you won't soon catch me doing the like again. So if it please your lordship, we could both forget about the whole damn thing. The Cid I chose to follow all them years ago is gone, and there ain't no dragging him back from the depths of whatever hell he's talked his way into. But his legacy that lives on in you and everyone else here at the hideaway, sure as the sky is blue, at least I think it's still blue, and as long as it is, I'll be right here where you can count on me, Otto. Aww, it's just sweet. And probably the goblet. I haven't found Jack when it comes to this stuff. Sid's goblet, Ambrosia's tech, the apples, and the oath. Okay. Yep, that was it. Let's go talk to Otto now. I'll be like, Otto, I read your letter. We did switch our sword's appearance. Since I was talking about tackling Final Fantasy VII Rebirth after this, or finishing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I think we're at like the beginning of chapter 9 or chapter 10, something like that. We might as well make the Buster Sword, or give the Buster Sword its appearance through the rest of the game.
Alright, Clive. Asterix. We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
She left without us. Oh. I was like, what the hell's going on over there?
Obolus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry and all, are ya? No, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle?
Okay, my dear boy, my journey to Canver has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strong box with us, but his considerable knowledge of the goings on in the free cities, by which I learned of the endeavors of a certain young friend of yours, though I for one believe Miss Telemon's project to be quite the valiant enterprise, I doubt the Canvarian authorities will take kindly to the unauthorized use of their dockyards. No matter how deserted, and if rumor has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guildmasters are rapping at our door. Which is why I pen you this note. I would like to borrow your man Gav for a moon or two, that he might keep a watch on those who might mean our little fellowship ill, and warn us of any impending attack. I trust that you will give this proposal your full consideration. Your loving Uncle Byron.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in and all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too.
Hell yeah.
She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
Sid's legacy.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
The blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Huh?
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
Hey, that left.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Blackout markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's
Yeah, somebody smack him.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bucklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
He's so excited.
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
I feel like a lot of shit's about to go down.
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
This is what we have. One Mother Crystal and 2 Dominants, right? If I'm remembering correctly. This is what we have. Odin. Well, three Dominants. Because we have obviously Joshua for the Phoenix. We have 4. Joshua, Clive, Bahamut, and Odin. Onward.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
Torgo's the bestest boys. Goodest of boys.
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I did see a side quest coming up. Leg Eater. Just juggling enemies with Torgal.
So what do you think?
That we'd be lucky.
Really? It's as bad as that?
Oh, aye. There's trouble up ahead. And too much of it for us to handle.
I take it there's danger on the road.
What about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he'd be equal to the task?
Well, no doubt. Assuming he's willing to hear us out. Well met, friend. My brother and I have been tasked with finding a merchant's missing cart. You seen it by any chance?
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he ran, leaving his livelihood abandoned in the pass.
He sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone. Now, I'm not much of a thinker, but I know the work of thieves when I see it.
My brother's right on all accounts. And by my estimation, the bastards are lying in wait just down the road.
We may have seen our share of action, true, but we've not got the skill in arms to boldly brave an ambush.
You, however, have the look of a man who needn't fear a band of backwater ruffians. What do you say? Will you help us out? Chances are they'll come for you either way. But if you promise to lend us a hand, at least you'll pocket a reward for your troubles.
I suppose he's right.
Well, if I'm going to have to deal with them anyway.
You've clearly got a fine head on those broad shoulders.
We're lucky you came along. Now, hoping to make a heavy purse in Blackout, our merchant friend loaded his cart with as much as it would carry. Reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our fee if we don't find those goods. So, while you're seeing to those bandits, you keep your eyes open.
All right. Just don't expect me to drag the cart out of there myself.
No. You can leave the cart to us.
These guys
Put
sound
an
like,
end to those bandits and point us in the right direction.
they kind of sound like cowards if you ask me.
We'll take care of the rest.
We're afraid of fighting. Prioritize. Get the cart real quick.
I'm not sure I trust those two. If there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care of them.
Well,
These must be our bandits.
Stay down!
oh. Alright, you know what? Time to fog him up. Time to fog him up.
You're finished.
720 XP, 24 ability points.
That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart?
Hiya!
Getting all of this out of here will be a nightmare.
Seems we've found ourselves the right man for the job, wouldn't you say?
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing. Our merchant friend will be delighted.
And how exactly will he be getting his goods out of here?
You leave that to us. After all, it'd be wrong to make such a fine warrior haul cabbages to market.
You've done your part. And that's all you need to worry about. Here.
I feel like these guys are the real thieves.
It's been a pleasure. Now piss off.
There's no need to be so rude, brother. What if we want his help again next time?
Alright. On the road again. Can't wait to get on
I
the
see the
road
deadlands lag
again.
behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold at least.
Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do
The
that.
path continues on the other side.
Maybe when we get to Blackout, I'll be able to get some more potions. More falling? Yep. I like Flames of Rebirth. It's so destructive. Oh, you're in a small zone to fight? Flames of Rebirth kills everything. Wow, that's pretty. The final sin.
So this is Amidst.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes.
Yeah, that is crazy.
If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominants and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Blackout. The road will be busier up ahead.
Then we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
That was definitely something. Meanwhile, seat of the Imperial Court.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
He's like 12.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in storm. And then, Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Greeker, made flesh.
Don't tell me he's talking about Ultima. I'm telling you, I think it makes sense for us to get him on our side.
Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch!
Empire Sambrek, dominant of Bahamut. He's deeply loyal to his father, Emperor Emeritus Sylvester, however you want to say it, and is much pained by his radiance's secret cold-heartedness towards both his people and himself, a change that Dion learns was largely the result of Annabella's scheming. Empress Emeritus of the Holy Empire of Sambrek and Vicereine of the Imperial Province of Rosaria, which she rules with an iron fist. She also long labored to see her son Prince Olivier seated on his father's throne, a plan that comes to fruition after she schemes with Hugo Kupka to bring an end to Dalmekia's long siege of Twinside and sees this triumph ascribed to the young prince. The Holy Knights Dragoon, elite troops of the Holy Empire of Sambrek, led by Prince Dion Lesage, drawn largely from the nobility of the realm. Their status as Knights of the Sacred Dragon affords them still higher standing in the eyes of the people in the Battle of Borderlands in 873, as in so many conflicts down the years they proudly led the charge as the Empire entered the fray. Damn, he hit him.
You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old
Hey.
men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
I'm telling you guys, that's a lunar tier.
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
And I really do not like her.
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure
Bitch, she could
blood
eat
stain
you.
the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
If he went, if he fucking fully primed, he would eat you.
The Blackout markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
Okay, but we are at 33 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up. So stay tuned with more Final Fantasy 16 coming your guys' way.